Get me some music on in a minute. How everybody feeling, man? How everybody feeling? Let me make this a little bit shorter. Boom, there we go. How everybody feeling today? I'm about to make some marvelous lunch. Shouts out -%. -% was good, was good. Appreciate you, gang. Appreciate you. Alright, gotta take that downstairs. Yo, listen, it's down there 200 degrees, gang. 200 degrees in Buffalo. And I sat in the chair with a broken leg. What if I just did a backflip sitting in this joint? Literally just eating. I'm about to eat too. I'm about to make some chop burgers. But you gotta get the Costanza rolls. When you're doing the chop burgers, you gotta go Costanza rolls with the chop burgers. Then, fresh lettuce. Gotta have lettuce, tomato. Then, I didn't even go with the cheap burgers this time either. I went with them Jones. Well, let me put this over here. Cheese in there. This here. These there. I like to try to get all my seasonings and stuff out first. Be a little bit more organized. Got your onion powder. We're gonna go. Hold on, let me put the camera on this side. Hold on 1 second. Why is this not showing? All right, my bad. Let me move it on this side. Hang on 1 second. All right, record. Grab this. Over this way. Hold on, is that better? Okay, that might be a little bit better. Plug this up right here. Actually, that's perfect. Now I get my seasons out for these world famous chop burgers, y'all. These world famous chop burgers. How everybody feeling today, though? I hope everybody's having a blessed day so far. I only told y'all the story of my life right now, man. One thing I can tell you, though, is you gotta stay positive. No matter what happens, you gotta stay positive, right? We got the garlic powder, we got the onion powder, we got a little bit of slap your mama seasoning, If you know, you know. You gotta use the slap your mama seasoning. Boom. Fresh pepper. But listen, what Kendrick say? They not like us. I don't even use regular pepper. My pepper is imported from Indonesia. No, I don't know where this is from. This came from Wegmans, but it's a different type of pepper. Tella cherry pepper. Hit the chop burgers, a little bit of Tella cherry pepper towards the end. Okay, what else do I need? Where's my paprika? Guys? Where's the paprika? We gotta have a paprika. Cayenne pepper. All right, we got the paprika. You know what? We might use a little bit of cayenne pepper. I don't know if I should use some seasoned salt or some Tonys. You know what? I'm feeling special today. We're gonna use the Tonys. All right, we got the Tonys. Got the fresh garlic. You gotta keep the fresh garlic in the house. I got the little minced garlic in the refrigerator too, but you gotta keep the fresh garlic. All right, let me see. It says Tony's. Yeah, you gotta go with the Tony's. You can't go wrong with the Tony's. You know what I like using also too? Hold on, let me show you this. Right? I got this from the Pepper Palace place in the mall. You gotta go to Pepper Palace in the mall. You see at the top, The blackening seasoning, pepper palace, and them all. By the way, I almost cut my fucking finger off this morning. Yo, listen, I almost cut my finger off this morning making tea, bro. Making tea. First of all, I'm old as hell drinking tea in the morning. Let's start there. I did get some tea and sit on my balcony. I did get some tea this morning and sit on my balcony, but I almost lost a fucking finger, bro. Niggas tried to 4 extra me this morning. Maybe I went too far. I went too far at the 4 extra. I went too far at the 4 extra, but I didn't lost my finger making tea this morning, man. I almost lost a finger making tea. All right, let me stop procrastinating. Let me get this garlic together. I'm gonna show you a trick with the garlic too. I might not be able to do it because I'm kind of using a half a finger, but hang on one second. Let me show you. Hang on one second. And it's like super garlic or something. All right, bong. So what you want to do is, if you take your garlic pieces, right? Take your garlic cloves, your little garlic cloves, put it in the palm of your hand like this. It gotta be dry though. Your hand gotta be dry, yeah. Damn, my phone going off. Hang on a second. Appreciate that Cash App. Appreciate that Cash App. That's crazy. I did the live today. I didn't even put the Cash App on the live. Now, when I don't put the Cash App on the live, they send something. When I put the Cash App on the live, they don't. But anyways, this is what you do. Get your garlic drink, right? Get your garlic drink. Get your garlic. We don't just do YouTube videos on here. I'm not just a DJ. I'm also a 5-star chef. But you want to go like this, rub real hard. Kind of like in a circular motion like this. Boom, look at that. Peel the garlic. Peel the garlic. It's gonna save you time in the kitchen. Don't say bandana didn't teach you nothing. Don't say bandana didn't teach you. I gotta put some music on it, son. This guy too silent in here. It says there. How y'all feeling today? What y'all eating for lunch? I gotta turn this oven on for the bread too. I'm slacking. What's one thing, I want to see if y'all know, what's one thing you got to do in a black household before you turn the oven on? What's one thing in a black household, you always got to check the oven before you turn it on for one thing. I just want to see if y'all can comment and let me know, see if y'all know. My daughter knows this answer. My daughter knows this answer. Oh, you know what? Before I start a fire, let me check too. Hold on. Okay. Well, yeah, comment below. It says pray. No, listen, in every black household, before you turn the oven on, you gotta check to make sure it's not a pot of grease in there. You know how like niggas be cooking on the top of the stove? They always put the pot of grease inside the oven, and it's always that one person turn the oven on 350 and forget that the pot of grease is in there. Now you're gonna start a forest fire. Now you're gonna start a forest fire. I mean a house fire. Hold on. Okay, we got the garlic ready. We got our garlic pieces ready. Boom. That's how you want your garlic pieces. You want your garlic pieces like that. Like I hate, even though I have the whole knife set, it's only like 2 knives that I like using, so I keep washing off the same knife. I only like cooking with the same 2 knives. It says hello from Nuremberg, Germany. Heavy shouts out Nuremberg, Germany on the check-in. Nuremberg, Germany on the check-in with DJ Bandana Black and the Bandana fam. Doing making lunch live. What you eating out there in Nuremberg, Germany today? What's the food of Germany? I know French fries is from France. Buffalo got buffalo wings. Spain got Spanish food. What do Germany got? Or maybe it's like an alcohol setting out there. I gotta try something for Germany. Almost blew up my oven. See, I'm not the only one. Every black household, before you turn the oven on, you gotta check and make sure it's not a pot full of grease. You get in there like in your little situation. Hold on. Alright, So I got the lettuce, tomato, the Costanza rolls. You gotta go Costanza, yo. When you do the steak subs, when you do the we call them chop burgers, y'all call them chopped cheese out there. I don't know why y'all call them chopped cheese, but we call them chop burgers. But you gotta go Costanza rolls. It's gonna absorb everything. It's just gonna be perfect. So Costanza rolls. Where is my oil? Hang on a second. I know I didn't lose it. Oh, here we go. We got that. Do we got any banana peppers? Okay, I don't see banana peppers. I thought we had some banana peppers. Oh, we do. Oh no, those are pepperoncinis. Hold on. Is pepperoncinis and banana peppers the same thing? Probably not. Let me slow down. So we're gonna put those there. Put the sausage there. Hello from Bratwurst. Bratwurst sausages? I know that's from Germany. I fuck with the Bratwurst sausages. Bratwurst sausages is fire. I fuck with the Bratwurst sausages. I just want to visit Germany now. That's cool. We got somebody in here from Germany, though. How did you find it? With you being from Germany, how did you find out about my channel? Or have you been like you was on the channel for a while? I always be wanting to ask people stuff like that when they be from other places. Like, how did you, out of all channels on YouTube, how did you stop at my channel? I appreciate it though. This is the best channel. Sometimes we might be doing videos about Bobby Smurder being a twerker. Sometimes you might get to see Chef Bandana make one of the best lunches you've ever seen in your life. You never know. You never know. Alright, boom. Got that rinsed out. And I'm going to show y'all a secret with the buns, too. I'm going to show y'all a secret with the buns. Hang on one second. All right, so what you want to do is, it's gonna cost you like an extra $4 in your grocery bill. It's gonna cost you an extra $4, but I'm telling you it's worth it. The I can't believe it's not butter garlic spray. This is what you do though. Even though you can make the subs, you can make any sub with just the bread. When you spray this on here before you toast it, I'm trying to tell y'all. I didn't become an Iron Chef overnight for no reason. I'm just letting y'all know now. Like, Food Network is looking for me. They just don't know yet. Food Network need me on there. They just don't know yet. Let me see. Oh, sauces. Isn't it a lot of mixed black people in Germany? I didn't even know it was black people in Germany, man. I gotta look on the map. I gotta get more acquainted with the rest of the world. I do see something. I seen something on the news earlier though that Russia totally pulled out of whatever joint. Basically, they're not fucking with America on any level. Russia basically told America, come get it back in blood. I don't like that though, because the Russian president guy, that nigga got weapons of mass destruction, gang. I mean, we try to do too, so, but I'm just saying, everybody shouldn't have them. Well, actually, only we should. That sounds kind of unfair, but I'm just saying. Bandana, did you know black people made denim? Black people made denim? I didn't know that. Oh yeah, Russia on BS. Yeah, Russia on some hate America shit right now, gang. Russia definitely on some hate America shit right now. Hold on. And there's always one garlic that don't properly peel. Now it's all messed up. Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure this is perfect. There you go. Actually, all this is about to get chopped up anyways. But it's just something about that fresh garlic that just make it better. Hold on, let me turn that on. We ain't do nothing. Nah, he needs some lotion. Terrible. Nah, the Russian president tried to be on some bullshit, and he got airplanes and guns and shit just like America. All the other countries gotta be scared of Trump. Russia says shit. If it can't be peace, it must be war. That's pretty much what Russia told America. Then they just blocked their number. That's basically what Russia did. Russia basically blocked America's number. They said, "Oh, fuck y'all and them terrorists," and blocked America's number. And now we gotta pay. Now we gotta pay the repercussions of it. Now we gotta pay the repercussions. I love Russia. I like Russian vodka, all that. And the Russian vodka be the cheap vodka here too. No shots at Russia. I'm just saying. All right, Pong, we got those. Oh my, all right. Where's the onion? All right, got onion. Put that here. Now, one thing about me is I cook with an excessive amount of onions. Like if the recipe says it calls for, hold on. If the recipe says it calls for a half an onion, I'm using 2 or 3. I'm using 2 or 3. All right, put a little bit of oil in the pan. Get that oil in. You gotta let that oil start oiling. Boom, put that there. Now we're gonna get our bread right. Gotta get our bread right and toasty. Gotta make sure he good. Boom, so take the bread. Actually, you know what? These might actually go directly in the oven like that. So boom. Take your Costanza roll like this. You open up your Costanza roll kind of like this. You don't want to rip it in half. Then you're gonna get your butter spray I was telling you about. Boom. So we're gonna do like 2 of these, 2 or 3 of these. Spray this one. This one. I'm telling you, gotta get you some of this. Gotta get you some of this. Wait until I open up my restaurant though. Black's Burgers and Things. When I open up my restaurant, Black's Burgers and Things, y'all gonna have to come down to my spot. Check it out. One day we're gonna play this video back. When I had a spot open, I'm gonna play this back inside the spot. And like they thought I was playing. Now I'm really about to open up a food spot though. Really about to open up the food spot. All right, let me see. Let's open up this. I need a beverage. Maybe it's both. That's the bomb. Hell yeah. All right, bomb. So we're gonna put the bread in there like this. All right, let me get the onions together. All right, let them fry up some. I might have to do one more onion, but I always use an excessive amount of onions. Hang on 1 second. Oh, you know what? I ain't got no more aluminum foil. That's what I was supposed to get, some foil. That's what I was supposed to get, some fucking aluminum foil. All right, we're gonna spray this one. That in there. Get them onions a little spin. All right, we got 1 roll left. Maybe I'll make a chicken hoagie or something. We are, let me see. We are the major power on this side of the world. Yeah, but we're far from we were. Not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. When I run out of file, I'll be pressed. Oh, you talking about where Germany? Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, that's gonna need a couple sprinkles of the pepper. And the paprika. Let them fry up for a minute. That's how they should be looking. They should be looking kind of like that. Let them caramelize a little bit. By the way, I hate electric stoves, but the spot that I moved at is electric. Said smell good. Joe Torres was good. No funny, bro. I'm from Buffalo, up East Side, Central Park area. You did your thing with your weight loss, bro. What was the biggest changes you made to see progress? See, I hate going through that. Like, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate the weight loss and all that, but the weight loss came from, long story short, because I don't want to get into it, but let's just say this. Do not go through her phone, bro. Don't go through her phone. Even though you have an inkling of something going on, don't go through her phone because it's going to stress you out. Next thing you know, you walking, eating fresh food, quitting smoking this shit, gang. That's how it's going to happen. But I ain't doing push-up or nothing, bro. I ain't doing push-up or nothing. Now, really what I did for like, I mean, that is a true story. That is a true story. But really what I did was, during that time was, I stopped smoking cigarettes. I stopped drinking. I stopped eating like fried food. I stopped having sex. I stopped doing everything for like 6 months. For like 6 or 7 months, I stopped doing everything. And you know what I'm saying, just walk, drunk water. I still ate and shit like that. But just walk, drunk water and shit like that. And then I lost the weight. Once I lost the weight, I think it was the cigarettes. Once I stopped smoking cigarettes, I really did like kind of lose my appetite. I had a surgery too. Remember when I was on the channel? Remember my voice was fucked up? When I had the cancer in my throat, I had a polyp on my vocal cords, a tumor, and they had to take out my thyroid. So I don't know if that had something to do with it. But yeah, long story short, don't go through her phone, gang. Don't go through her phone. Women be out here cheating, bro. They just slicker with it. But if you go through her phone, like, trust me, bro. Don't go through her phone. But anyways, we passed that part of life. We're past that part of life. Bandana's doing good. Big bandana. I wish everybody the best. I wish everybody the best. No, not really everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I don't wish everybody the best. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't wish everybody the best. I mean, I don't wish bad shit on people, but I don't wish everybody the best. But let's see these comments. He said, "Fuck, definitely thyroid removal, automatically lose weight." But yeah, I had my thyroid. I had cancer in my neck, like a tumor. That's why my voice is like it is. Anyways, I got polyps in my vocal cord right now. But they said if I have another surgery, I might be on this motherfucker like, "Hello, how are you guys doing?" I wasn't trying to do that, gang. I wasn't, because I knew Hassan Campbell and was like, this nigga ain't got no voice. So I ain't do another surgery. But they did take my thyroid and the tumor out. It's crazy how I found out that I had cancer in my throat. Probably for them fucking cigarettes too. But I don't smoke cigarettes no more, so I'll be good on that. Look at these onions, though. Look at these onions, though, man. Look at these onions. Perfect, gang. Perfect. All right, let's put these to the side. Always gotta try one. Oh, the bread. I always almost forget about the bread. Hold on. I'm on here talking with y'all. Then I burnt the bread. See? You see that toast on that bread though? You see that toast? You gotta hit it with that. You gotta hit it with that. So we put those over to the side. I'm gonna need a little bit more oil. Then we're gonna get our burgers. It says, meanwhile, there are more beer than food in my fridge. Oh shit. Shy was good, was good. Mickey Playgirl was good. Ice Lord was popping. Then they got the gang in here today. -%. Joe Torres. Okay. So I'm not the only person without a life who got time to be on live right now. So I'm not the only person without a life. No, I'm just playing with y'all. Y'all see how I try to throw shots at y'all? Because I ain't got no life. Now, hold on. All right, let's get this together. Might have to go 4 at a time. Okay, they got a little bit of oil. I'm gonna need the top to a pan and put over it. This is the biggest top that I got right now. Nah, my life just in shambles. Meanwhile, there's been beer, food. No, listen, my life in shambles too, gang. My life in shambles too. But you know what I learned? You know what I learned about your life being in shambles? Fuck can you do about it right now? Really think about this, right? Hold on, let me grab something to drink. Hold on. Let me grab something to drink. Let me grab a little drinky drink. A little drinky drink. Grab me a little drinky drink. Oh, y'all thought I was about to come back with ice water? Nope, bar water. Let's drink to that, gang. Let's drink to that, because my life is in shambles too. I'll drink to that. We ain't even gonna pour it in the glass. No, I'm good. I did go get a beverage. Too. All right, let me stop playing before I burn this shit. All right. Boom. All right, we're gonna do 4 at a time. So that's 4. Got that. Where's my phone? Hold on. It's hot as hell in here, yo. No, my shambles is not your shambles. Remember that my shambles still involves paying a mortgage. Yeah. You're right. It's one of the strongest experiences I've ever tasted in my life, man. So we're gonna get a garlic powder, a little bit of paprika before I flip it over, just because I want that to get in there. Oh, I forgot about the garlic. Definitely gotta chop up the garlic. And y'all can't see me, my bad. Every time I make the onions for the drink, like the little grilled onions, I wind up eating them drinks before dinner even get done. But a bit more frivolous than most. Just Ice Lord, where you from? I'm from 63rd. No, I'm from. Well, I gotta concentrate with this garlic, so I'll fucking chop my fucking finger off. I need a bigger knife. Hold on. Where's that other vein at? Hang on 1 second. There we go. That's the joint we need right there. Oh yeah, I wish y'all could smell this. This is gonna be delicious. I wish y'all could smell this, y'all. All right, let me flip these over. And yes, it's extremely easy. In the UK, they call that a zombie knife. Oh shit, True didn't know that. How easy it is to get caught up in some bullshit. Terrible. I had to get some of that excess oil out of there. All right, now we're gonna season the other side. A little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of fresh pepper. And where is my onion powder? Okay, got the onion powder. All right, hang on 1 second. Hello? Hello? No, I'm all right. I'm on live right now. I'll call you back in a minute. No, I don't need it. All right. Let me see. Meanwhile, me with $2 waffles. I was gonna make some breakfast. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, I promise you, I was gonna make some breakfast. I was gonna do the grits, bacon, egg, home fries, toast, all that. But I wanted some pancakes. But pancakes is the one thing I cannot make, bro. I can't make pancakes for nothing. I don't care whether you get the drinks where it's just add water and whatever. The drinks is already mixed. The pancake shit doesn't work for me. My daughter can make it though, so I'll be having to wake her up to make the pancakes, and then I make the bacon, grits, home fries, fried fish, shrimp, all that good stuff. These drinks take forever, yo. All right, let's go over here. Hang on, let me see if I can move this. All right, let's come over here. Kind of hot in the kitchen. And my phone is always about to die, so let me make sure it's charged, you know. It's always sun. All right, there we go. It says, yeah, you said like the minis. Man, I'll try it, but I feel like I wouldn't be consistent. Them pancakes can be tricky. Yeah, man, pancakes is the hardest thing to make, bro. I am a 5-star Iron Chef. I just can't make pancakes, and sometimes my grits be a little off. I mean, no, my rice be a little off. But besides that, and whatever's burning right now, hang on 1 second. Hold on a second, y'all. I'll be right back. I have to check this burger. My bad. Trying to multitask. Okay, listen. I'm not gonna be able to do this live stream and finish cooking, and I can't burn this because I'm fucking starving. So I'm gonna check y'all a little bit later on live. I'm gonna try to go live around. What time is it now? Not try to. We are going live today. We're gonna go live twice. I'm gonna go live around 7:16 p.m. I'm gonna go live today on YouTube around 7:16 p.m. and then we're gonna multi-stream live tonight around 10 p.m. But listen, I need y'all to do me a favor. Bandana Black is asking y'all to do me a favor, y'all. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the share button. We're trying to get to 60,000 subscribers, gang. We're trying to run these numbers up. Support a real one, gang. Support a real one. It's free. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Share this video with a couple people. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, that shit definitely about to burn. All right, I'll see y'all in a minute.